Oh, hello there. What's that? You want to talk about bicycle thieves? Oh, I could do that. In Bicycle Thieves, director Vittorio De Sica uses the formal elements of the genre to evoke specific emotional responses from the audience. Italian neorealist films traditionally contain realistic plots and tragic narratives surrounding working-class characters, played by first-time actors. All factors that this film has included. Bicycle Thieves is described as one of the foundation stones of Italian neorealism and a simple, powerful film about a man trying to find a job. Utilizing multiple takes that follow the characters throughout their actions and motions, the audience feels close to the characters and feels as though they are walking with them. This creates closeness between the viewer and the character and causes an emotional investment. In the first few seconds of the scene, Bruno walks toward his father, who is surrounded by a group of men in a long take. He too becomes trapped by these men in a medium shot that creates a closed frame of men on both sides of him. Both Bruno and his father are at the mercy of these men, evidenced by the shots. After they are freed, they walk past a rack of bicycles, which has been placed there by Vittorio De Sica to show that the necessity of obtaining a bike is impossible to avoid. As they pass through the streets, all of the cuts are unobtrusive to their motions. In fact, throughout the entire scene and extract, no rough edits are made and multiple match-on action cuts take place. Another key element that defines Italian neorealism film. The entire sequence is shot outside on location. All of the lighting is natural, and Vittorio De Sica utilizes the changing conditions that come as a result of this. As medium shots of Bruno and Antonio's faces cut back and forth, they pass into the shadow of a large building. As soon as this happens, the audience can see Antonio tearing up because he knows that his bike is most likely forever lost and that he and Antonio may soon starve. The passing into shadows is symbolic of the character's likely demise. As the father and son walk into the crowd of people, the film ends without telling the audience what really ever happens to them. This open-ending style is yet another key formal element of Italian neorealism. This final scene emphasizes multiple aspects of Italian neorealism, and in relation to the entire film, this scene is definitive. By showing the audience that poverty in post-World War II Italy was almost inevitable, Vittorio De Sica artistically captures the spirit of this time period. In relation to the story, even after putting in all of his effort and even attempting to steal a bike for himself, Antonio is left with no reward or hope for a better future, just like those living in this time period. This genre of film created realistic depictions of the struggles those living in the country faced. Many directors and scriptwriters did not seek to make money through these films, but rather to express the pain that they and their countrymen were feeling after the war. All elements of the excerpt from Bicycle Thieves emphasize the emotional connection that we should feel to the realistic and relatable characters. Many have reacted strongly to the film, some saying that it leaves a lasting impression, and others saying that it is profoundly moving and balances the grimness of its characters' plight against some of the period's most elegant visual poetry. This clip alone can stand as one of the finest examples of Italian neorealism because of the inclusivity of many of the traditional elements of the genre and movement.